Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the GameCube Gambit. This is the series where I go out and I buy stuff to flip on eBay and Amazon, and I use the expected profit to buy the GameCube collection of my childhood dreams. This is episode number 7 of the series, and as you can see from our growing shelf up here, we've had some really solid success so far. Now what we'll be doing today is going up to Indiana, because tomorrow I have to buy a collection from a viewer, so I thought that today would be the perfect opportunity to head up there and go see some pawn shops and video game stores that we don't normally have access to. Now, in terms of what I'm hoping for today, boy, that's a loud truck. There are a few things on my list that I'd really like to come across. One is, in this whole 7 episodes, we still haven't found a Zelda game, so I'd love to come away with one of those. And believe it or not, I would say actually probably the most commonly listed game when I ask you guys what are your favorite GameCube games were Simpsons Hit and Run and Crazy Taxi. So those two are very high on my list as well. Then if possible, as I've said in the last 2 videos, I would love to come across one of the higher dollar games if we can afford it. Cubivore or Gotcha Force or who knows what. But without further ado, folks, let's get to some pawn shops and start generating ourselves a budget of expected profit. All right, well, here we are in the lovely Indiana. Gotta say, this is the first Cash America I've ever come across that has an actual mural out front. Here I was just looking for some underpriced video games, and I'm coming out with a full-on artistic experience here. This is amazing. $3 a piece for everything on this shelf over here. Well, not this stuff down here, but check this out. This must be a new little Wii section they just put out, because they have some solid little titles in here. You just have to check if they are complete. Okay, missing manual on that. Nice. Oh, sweet. Ooh, check this out. This is another thing you guys know I'm always looking for. Brand new sealed Xbox game. Those tend to go for a little more on Amazon. We're looking at $12 after fees on $3 cost. Could I take a look at a couple of these handhelds up here? I was looking at that like smaller blue one, the 3DS, like the shiny one. Yeah.
The hinge is broke. It's loosened.
Oh, gotcha. All right, well, I'll pass on this guy. I may take a look at a couple of the ones in the case though. Oh my gosh, folks, I just went to purchase my games and something amazing just happened.
I'm proud of you, you know that.
So get this, I went up there with these 4 games that I found, $3 a piece, supposed to be a total of $12. She looks at them, I didn't even ask for a discount, and she was just like, $5. So I went in my wallet, handed her a $5 bill, didn't charge me tax or anything. Like, on something like this, I usually make a point of asking for a discount at pawn shops, but if it's a $12 purchase for 4 games, I'm not gonna bother. But she gave me a $7 discount anyway, more than 50% off, really crazy. And these 4 games, especially because all of them except Spider-Man are in very good condition, well, one of them's brand new, these will bring me a total of $54 after fees on Amazon, minus the $5 we spent is already $49, or I guess we'll just round up, $50 in our GameCube game budget for the day already, which is fantastic. I'm gonna go to like 4 more pawn shops before finally ending up at Mega Replay to buy all of our games. Alrighty, stop number 2 here is Lev's Pawn Shop. This actually seems to be a regional chain. I was looking on the map and I think there are a couple more that maybe we'll hit later in this video, so I'm excited to see what they have. There was a PSP one, a football one down there. Okay, I'll go ahead and do that. And what did you guys have on the Pokemon Ruby?
I've got to forewarn you, this is not a collector. This is a repro.
Oh, gotcha.
So it is a player.
Gotcha.
I've got 20 on it.
Okay, well, I'll pass on that one. I think that was probably it from here. And there was one over there. Oh, this camera. Didn't have a stand with it, did it?
I don't know if it came with one.
Okay.
We do not have one with this one.
Gotcha. Well, I will do that as well. I think that should probably do it for me. All right, so we got two really solid pickups here at Lev's Pawn. $15 for this PS4 camera, and check this out on the Amazon seller app. $51 after fees, so that's a solid $35 profit on one item. It's pretty uncommon to find these priced so cheap. And then the other one that I picked up might surprise some of you guys, Madden 12 on the PSP. This is nice and complete. And then check this out, this is crazy. $40 after fees for very good condition, fulfilled by Amazon. I mean, that's just kind of wild. That's what, $28.35 at this stop alone on two items. When I tell you guys that the profit potential on Amazon is real, you gotta believe me. Which brings our total expected profit slash GameCube budget to $112 for this video already. The next stop that I'm going to is right there. It's called B&B Pawn. I have to be honest, I really hate coming to pawn shops that are downtown. I just had to pay to park my car to come into this pawn shop, and I have no idea if I'm even gonna find anything. But nonetheless, here we are, and we're gonna hopefully find something and make the parking fee worth it. Oh, that's kind of promising. Got a few games right in the display window here. Got some GameCube games even, dang. Wonder if any of those are priced well. Oh, we got 80 on a couple PS2s, 80 on a GameCube, 230 on a VR set. That's not the best. I mean, look at this place. They've got a pretty crazy selection, and oh my gosh, look at this sign. Wow, I have never seen anything that cool in a pawn shop video game section before. Big props to this place. And look at this selection too. This is kind of crazy. Like tons of Wii games. Oh man, even more GameCube over there. Happy Feet. They got Resident Evil, that's okay. Good number of like sports titles on the N64. So they've definitely got stuff. The problem is it's all individually priced.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, pretty much everything I'm seeing here is priced pretty close to full resale value, which is obviously not what you want to see. Could I take a look at this Crash GameCube game?
I was only looking right at it.
It's all right. And then there was a Jeopardy Wii game down there. You guys don't ever do discounts if I buy a couple, do ya?
Not so much on these. This is probably more collectible now.
I gotcha. I'll pass on that guy. I'll keep this guy out for now.
Okay.
And take a look over there again. Thank you. Looks like that one's selling actually for as low as 16 on Amazon, so I think I'll pass. Well, I thought for sure that I would at least come away with something when I saw that Jeopardy game was sealed for the Wii, because almost all the time pawn shops sell Wii games for like $3 to maybe $5, but they had 20 bucks on that thing. And can I really blame them for selling it closer to what it goes for on Amazon? No, but at the same time, that game's not gonna sell in a pawn shop for $20. So anyway, I was also thinking about getting that Crash game because I realized that I am not even certain that our last stop of the day Mega Replay is going to have a great GameCube selection. I really hope that they do, but you just never know. But at the end of the day, I was like, this game, it's yellow label, it's Player's Choice Edition, don't love that. It's missing the manual, I don't love that, and I didn't even want this game that bad in the first place, so I'm just gonna pass on it. We'll go ahead and save our 112 smackaroos for something I'm actually excited about, and meanwhile, get to pay for parking at a pawn shop that I bought nothing from. Alrighty, pawn shop number 4, still sitting at 112. I am really hoping we find more in this one because I would love to have a somewhat larger budget, buy a good GameCube game at the end if we end up finding a higher dollar one. Looks like you got quite the selection here. What are the SmackDown versus Raw games going for on PS2? Any of them, I guess. Oh, sorry, you said they don't have prices and you look them up. I see. Okay, that's all right. Let's just check the 06.
And I have a PlayStation 2 system to be able to test to make sure everything accurately works.
But if you want to take a gamble with it right now as she sits before we try to save her, $2.
I'll do that, I guess. Appreciate it.
$2 single, my man.
All right, thank you. Y'all have a good one.
You too.
All right, well, unfortunately, second pawn shop in a row now that looks up everything individually and prices them. And actually, this one was a little worse because they didn't even have individual price stickers on their games. He said he has to look everything up like in the moment. And you look them up. I see. Okay. Like you pick out the game or games that you want, and then he goes to the computer and looks all of them up and quotes you prices verbally. I want to be careful because I'm not saying at all that that way of doing it is wrong. I will say it kind of rubs me the wrong way, just because I know if I had a retail store, there's no way that I would inconvenience my customers that way out of a fear of losing out on $5 or $10 if the market moves on an item. You guys can let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Maybe that's just me being overly irritable. I don't know. I wouldn't run a pawn shop that way, but when they checked this game out, because I was just like, when he said that, I knew that I wouldn't be buying anything because I generally don't buy at full eBay retail prices. But when they looked at the disc for this guy, which honestly is not terrible, I've seen much worse discs at pawn shops, they were like, okay, it needs to be resurfaced. It's got some pretty light surface scratches. They were like, hey, if you want to take a risk on it, $2 right now. It's about a $10 or $11 game after fees on Amazon. So I was like, I've got a resurfacer, might as well. That said, I haven't tested it, so I'm not going to count it in our total for the day. Luckily, our next stop is good old faithful Cash America, which usually has like a blanket generic pricing policy. Looks like pretty much standard stuff in the PS3 section. Is that something? I can't remember. It's like $3 a piece. Oh yeah, check that out. $14 after fees. That's a solid little $11 profit on this bad boy. Deal! Oh dang, looks like they've got a burgundy DSi XL up there. What's the price on that? $59. Okay. Appreciate it, thank you. I was looking at if I could check out the DS games in the little bin. And then also Prison Architect.
Nothing in there.
Yeah, I'm good on those. Could I maybe see the Resident Evil ones? All right, I'll do these guys. Thank you.
You want to get them ones?
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
See, I told you guys. I told you. Cash America always comes through. So not a huge profit stop, but definitely still something. Like I said, $11 on this guy, $5 a piece or so on these. I paid $7 a piece. Not a huge profit, but still, that leaves us now with 133, I think. And our next stop here is going to be Pawnbrokers right across the street. I honestly thought about just froggering it right across this busy intersection, but I don't know if that's wise. Screw it, man. I'm doing it. If I get hit by a car in the middle of this vlog, it will all be worth it. All for the GameCube Gambit.
Hello, I like money.
Okay, I'm actually a little bit nervous though that this place only has jewelry. They've got guitars, that's a good sign. You'll have a video game section?
Straight ahead.
Okay, good number of cheap SNES games. Other than that, not a ton going on, gotta be honest. Snake Rattle and Roll? Not seeing a lot. Okay, holy cow. This has got to be the coolest pawn shop art I have ever seen. Well, I didn't buy anything there, so I definitely just risked my life for nothing, but on the bright side, there's a half-price books between here and Mega Replay, so we're gonna go and check that one out too. And here we are. I think this is stop number I think it's 7. Let's cross our fingers and hope they have a decent video game section. Okay, so the video game section is full right now, but check this out. I'm looking at some of these high-end DVD sets, and I saw this one down here, Deadwood. Looks like it's $40 here, but the lowest copy FBA is 88 or 68 after fees, so I may actually pull the trigger on that. That's not a bad margin, and the sales rank is pretty good. Oh my gosh, check this out. I'm so glad I scanned this one. Look, so you can kind of see in the corner there's like a white sticker. That means it's on clearance. It says,
offer ready for Erica, the buy counter. Erica.
It says $50, and check this out. Lowest copy on FBA is 156 or 126 after fees. That's crazy. Ooh, check this out too. You guys get bonus points if you can tell me where you've seen this bad boy before. So I'm honestly not seeing a ton as far as video games go. Just kind of looking at prices. I'm not seeing a ton that is underpriced. They do have a pretty solid selection. Like this is a pretty good one. That's, yeah, but $20. No good. Not super common to see Switch games. 20, 30. Yeah, that's about right on those. I wonder if they actually have any GameCube. Doesn't look like it. Oh, whoa, no way. Oh my, are you serious? This is a $40 GameCube game? That's crazy. Oh man, I'm really torn about that one. The thing is, if you guys remember, I think the second episode of GameCube Gambit, I played Pac-Man World 2 and really enjoyed it. But that game was like 10 bucks, this one being 40, it is on my list though, so I'm really gonna have to think about that one. And they even have Sonic Gems collection too. Oh my gosh, 50 bucks though. I don't know. I feel like I'd kind of rather have a Sonic Heroes or like a Sonic Adventure rather than the Gems collection. I don't think the Gems collection is on my list. I don't know. I probably will pass on that. The only risk is if I do pass on this, I'd rather have it than not have anything. But what I'm scared of if I were to buy both of these is that takes our budget down significantly. And then if we were to find a high dollar game at the next stop Mega Replay, I'd be like, oh man, the budget's already spent. That's a huge bummer. Oh my gosh, decisions. This is, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put Sonic Gems collection back. I'm gonna buy Pac-Man World 3. Because honestly, Pac-Man World 2 was probably my favorite game that I've tested out on the GameCube so far, and I just have a feeling I'm gonna like this one. So even for the $40, we're gonna go ahead and splurge on it. And also, given the expected profit from those DVD sets, I think we're gonna still be net positive on this stop. Okay, so I actually did find one game, Castlevania Portrait of Ruin for 50 bucks. Nice and complete. It's going, the lowest copy on Amazon is 90, which would leave me 71 after fees. Normally, those margins are a little bit slimmer than I really like, but because it's complete, it's Castlevania, I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull the trigger. Oh my gosh, look at this. Even more luck in the DVD section. This one's marked down to 75 bucks. And look at this on Amazon, 115 after fees. That's another 40 bucks in the bank, folks. That pays for this guy right here. That's amazing. Okay, my mind is still blown how valuable these box sets are. What you're looking at right here is a total of $155 in profit. I realized as she was checking me out, these two are marked down to half price. This was originally 100 bucks and this James Bond set was originally 150, marked down to 75. So there's definitely a significant arbitrage there when you can find clearance stuff that is higher end that's been marked down at half price books, especially if you sell on Amazon. Which means that even after factoring in the $40 for this game, we're left with $115 extra to add to our total. Which means that our current GameCube budget is $248. I hope so much that this Mega Replay has some solid $100+ GameCube games because I am thrilled with the budget that we have to spend. But even if they don't, the fact that we got Pac-Man World 3, a game that I think I'll really enjoy, and that was on our 75 game list makes this a win already. At long last, folks, we have arrived at Mega Replay. Gotta say, not one of the prettier Mega Replays I've seen. It's going to take everything in me not to just rush immediately to the GameCube section, but you guys know first, we've got to look around and see if we can find more stuff to flip to build up that bankroll, baby. Let's check it out. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I can tell already this store is going to have one of the best selections I've ever seen in a disc replay. This place, it's absolutely massive, man. Oh, look at this. They even have sealed stuff. Nothing huge to write home about. A couple sealed GameCube. Oh, look at that. Sealed Star Wars Knights 2. That's actually interesting. Sealed modern stuff. Oh, wow. 200 for sealed Halo 2. That's crazy. And I see we do still have plenty of copies of $44 Wii Sports. That's good to see.
Nice shot!
Ooh, are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? That is a Minecraft Edition Xbox controller right there. And check this out. 120 after fees. That's crazy. Alright, so this here would normally be a really solid flip at 12 bucks because you can see 19 after fees very conservatively, but because it's in acceptable condition, I know from before that this will actually sell super slow, so I'm gonna pass on that. Well, friends, I have to be honest with you, I'm eating my words a little bit when it comes to the game selection here, because even though they do have their shelves like really well stocked, it's a lot of like common and low dollar stuff that doesn't really have a lot of potential or allure for me. I definitely did spot some accessories that are worth flipping, but the worst part is get a load of this. This is the GameCube section right here. Pretty much all sports stuff and Shrek. Oh, that's really unfortunate. I mean, Wolverine is like okay, but also it's like kind of dirty, and it doesn't even have the original manual. Like, do I even really want to spend $5 on that? Those games aren't coming out on the floor, are they?
They're going to as soon as we transfer them.
Okay, I would love to. That'd be amazing. Thank you. Were they like just traded in?
They've been traded in the last couple of days. We just haven't gotten to transferring GameCube games yet.
Okay. Well, that's exciting. That's actually just what I was looking for today. Well, cool. I appreciate that. Thank you. Do I leave these with you?
I'll set them by the register for you.
Great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh my gosh, folks, I can't believe that just happened. Literally, as I was talking about how there are no GameCube games here, I heard out of the corner of my ear, that's not a phrase. I heard just off to the side, this guy say Sonic DX, and I was like, wait a second. My spidey senses are tingling. Are there other GameCube games here? I turn around and I see him showing games that have not come out onto the floor yet to this other guy, and I ask, are these things going to be available soon? Those games aren't coming out on the floor, are they? And he said yes, and I think we got them. I would love to. That'd be amazing. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Mega Replay saves the day. This episode, like the finale of this was going to be a bust, and now it's going to be amazing. Oh my goodness, people. I'm speechless. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. If you don't hit the like button on this video, on this episode of the GameCube Gambit, you frankly probably never will. So I should probably stop asking because it doesn't get much better than this, folks. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 GameCube games at this stop. These prices are like amazing. $5, okay, Power Rangers Dino Thunder, nobody's like writing home about that one, let's be honest. But $15 for Sonic Heroes? This one, it's a little bit water damaged, but did I not say just earlier today that if I'm gonna get a Sonic game, I want it to be a Sonic Heroes or a Sonic Adventure? And look at this, I spoke it into being. $15 on that one. Sonic Adventure DX Director's Cut, this thing, $15 again, and this goes for like $25 after fees on Amazon. The fact that we're getting some of these games, this was another one, Soul Calibur 2 for $10, also a $25 after fee game on Amazon. The fact that we're getting some of these at prices that would be flippable is amazing. Even though they're going into the collection, it makes me feel that much better about it that we're getting such a good deal. Star Wars Rogue Leader, Rogue Squadron 2 for $10 as well. That one was kind of an impulse buy. Not an impulse buy, but I've had people actually mention in the comments that they really like this game, so I was happy to pick that one up as well. And on top of all that, check out some of the accessories we got. I picked up a few of these PlayStation iToy cameras for $2 a piece. These will go for $11 a piece after fees on Amazon. This little expansion pack was $30, and this will go for $50. $2 for this Game Boy Link cable. That's like $15 or $20 or something. Got another $2 navigation controller for the PS3, and we did pick up that Minecraft Edition Xbox One controller for $45. That should be like probably a $30 or so profit. So not only do we now have 6 games that are coming home with us for the collection, but we netted more money on this stop, I think, than we actually spent, which means we still have some money left over to spend. And now my day is complete, but the video still is not complete because, as you guys know, we've got to get home and test one of these bad boys out.
Hole in one!
Alrighty, so Elsie and I, hey Elsie, have booted up Sonic Adventure DX. This is, a lot of you guys might be surprised because I was really excited to try out Pac-Man. I'll have to do that later this week. But the thing is, I've gotten a feel for that series already, and so I wanted to try out this Sonic one because who knows when the next time we'll find one will be. And this was another series that I played at my friend Grant's house as a kid. Dude, you are so attention hungry. But again, I never had this thing for myself, so I'm excited to give it a whirl as a full-grown man.
I'm a big boy today.
Okay, so this is clearly another example of a game that just like throws you right into the action, which I really like. Like you had the option to do like a little tutorial ahead of time, but I didn't do it, and I'm having a lot of fun anyway because, believe it or not, I've played a game or two in my day. Alright, so after passing the first level with flying colors, might I add, I think I have enough of a taste of this game to accurately judge the entire thing. And I have to say, the controls are a little bit jank. It's clear that the world is not the most pristinely crafted, but that actually isn't as much of a gripe to me as the fact that you can't modify the angle of the camera at all. Like, I was instinctively messing with the C-stick the entire time, trying to get a better angle of what the heck I was doing, and the game just wouldn't let me. That was a little bit frustrating. Also, I realized that this game is the one that has that iconic little bit of dialogue. Tails, you're gonna crash! Ah! But on the whole, I actually enjoyed this game. I'm not usually the biggest fan of Sonic games, especially the 2D ones, because they feel a little bit chaotic and like I can't really understand what I'm doing that well. But this guy, despite the graphics, despite the jank, I actually think I could see myself playing at least partly all the way through. Let me know in the comments what games I should be looking out for in future episodes. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, I will catch you all on the flip. So how the algorithm thinks that you're most likely to enjoy this video next, and honestly, I kinda think he's right.